You know, Elizabeth, sometimes I feel like I'm stuck on repeat. Every conversation starts with "How are you?" and then crickets. It's like my brain just freezes after that.
Ah, the ubiquitous "how are you?" It's a perfectly acceptable, albeit rather generic, phatic expression, Johnny. But you're right, it often leads to a conversational cul-de-sac if one isn't prepared to navigate beyond it.
A conversational cul-de-sac? See, that's exactly what I mean. I just want to say, yeah, it's a dead end. How do I get out of that dead end and actually, talk to people?
And that, my dear Johnny, is precisely what we're here to unravel today on the English Commute. We're going to equip you with a repertoire of natural English greetings and small talk strategies that extend far beyond the elementary "how are you?"
Welcome back to the English Commute. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Elizabeth. Let's get to work. So Johnny, let's address your conversational cul-de-sac. The issue isn't the phrase itself, but the lack of follow-up or variation. While "how are you" is a standard opening, native speakers often use a myriad of other expressions.
Like what? Because honestly, if I hear "how's it going" one more time, I might I'll still say "good, you," but I'll be thinking about it.
Chuckles, indeed. Beyond "how's it going," which is a perfectly colloquial alternative, consider phrases like "what have you been up to?" or "how's your week been?" These are more open-ended and invite a more detailed response.
What have you been up to? Oh, I like that. It feels less like a formality and more like you actually care. In the real world, I usually just hear people say, "sup," or "all right."
Sup? A delightful contraction of "what's up?" and "all right?" often used as a rhetorical question, not necessarily expecting a detailed answer. These are indeed common, particularly in informal settings. The nuance here is that they function more as a greeting than an actual inquiry into one's well-being.
Wait, so can I just say "sup" to my boss? Because that feels like a fast track to unemployment.
Smiling. A more elegant way to phrase that would be to reserve "sup" for very casual interactions with peers or close friends. For a professional context, "good morning, afternoon. How are you doing today?" Or "I hope you're having a productive week" would be far more appropriate.
Okay, so context is king. Got it. So, once we've gotten past the initial greeting, how do we keep the ball rolling? Because that's where I usually hit a wall. I've said "good, you," and now silence.
This is where the art of small talk truly comes into play. The key is to find common ground or to comment on a shared experience. Consider the environment you're in. Are you at a conference, a coffee shop, a party?
So, if I'm at a coffee shop, I could say, "Wow, this line is crazy today, isn't it?" Or, "That new latte they have is surprisingly good." Is that small talk?
Precisely, Johnny. Those are excellent examples. You're commenting on a shared neutral observation. It's non-controversial and provides an easy entry point for the other person to respond. Another elegant way to phrase that would be to ask a gentle, open-ended question related to the observation, such as, "Have you tried the new latte here?"
Okay, so I'm looking for something we both see or experience. What if I don't have anything like that? What if I'm just standing there awkwardly?
In such instances, you can pivot to broader, universally relatable topics. "The weather is a classic for a reason. Lovely day, isn't it?" Or "looks like rain later." Or, if appropriate, current events, though one must exercise discretion to avoid contentious subjects.
So, no politics or religion, probably. Stick to, like, "Did you see that crazy goal in the football match last night?" Or "this new movie everyone's talking about?"
Those are excellent neutral conversation starters, particularly if you know the other person shares an interest in sports or cinema. The nuance here is to gauge their receptiveness. If they offer a brief, unenthusiastic response, it might be a signal to shift topics or conclude the interaction gracefully.
So, I'm not just talking at them. I'm looking for a signal back. Like a conversational tennis match, not a monologue.
An astute observation, Johnny. Small talk is indeed a reciprocal exchange. Active listening is paramount. Pay attention to their responses. They often provide cues for your next question or comment.
Okay, so let's say I've asked about the weather, they've responded, and now I want to ask about them without being too nosy. What's the move there?
A more elegant way to phrase that would be to inquire about their plans or recent activities. Any exciting plans for the weekend, or did you do anything interesting last week? These are personal enough to show interest, but not so intrusive as to cause discomfort.
Any exciting plans for the weekend? That's a good one. It's casual, but it opens the door for them to share something if they want to. In the real world, I usually just hear people say, "What's up?" again, and then we're back to the cul-de-sac.
Smiling. And that's precisely why expanding your repertoire is so beneficial. Another strategy is to offer a small piece of information about yourself first, which can encourage reciprocity. For instance, "I'm really looking forward to a quiet weekend after a busy week. How about you?"
Oh, that's smart. You're giving them something to work with. It's like, here's a little bit about me, now you go.
Exactly. It creates a sense of shared vulnerability and encourages a more genuine exchange. Remember, the goal of small talk isn't necessarily to delve into profound philosophical discussions, but to establish rapport and create a comfortable atmosphere.
So, it's like warming up before the main event, just getting comfortable with each other.
A perfect analogy. It's the social lubricant that allows for deeper connections to form, should the opportunity arise. And it's an invaluable skill, particularly in professional networking or social gatherings. The art of the exit, ending small talk gracefully.
Okay, Elizabeth, this has been super helpful for starting and maintaining small talk. But what about when you need to, escape? How do I end a conversation politely without just awkwardly walking away?
The graceful exits. This is as crucial as the opening. A more elegant way to phrase that would be to signal your departure with a polite closing statement. Phrases like, "Well, it was lovely chatting with you," or "I should probably let you get back to it," are excellent.
I should probably let you get back to it. That's smooth. It puts the ball in their court, but it's clear you're wrapping things up. In the real world, I usually just say, "All right, see ya," and then bolt.
Chuckles. While "all right, see ya" is certainly direct, it lacks the finesse that can leave a lasting positive impression. You can also add a forward-looking statement such as, "I'll catch you later," or "hope to see you around."
So, it's like, I'm leaving, but I'm not abandoning you forever. It's a promise of future interaction, even if it's just a casual one.
Precisely. And if you've discussed a specific topic, you can reference it. "It was great hearing about your weekend plans, Johnny. Enjoy." This demonstrates that you are actively listening.
Man, this is way more complicated than just saying, "How are you?" But it also feels like I'd actually connect with people more.
The nuance here is that these seemingly small linguistic choices have a profound impact on how you are perceived. They convey confidence, politeness, and genuine engagement, which are invaluable in any social interaction.
So, it's not just about the words, it's about the vibe, the feeling you leave people with.
Exactly, and mastering these nuances will not only enhance your English proficiency, but also your social dexterity. It's about becoming a more effective and engaging communicator. Key takeaways for your English commute.
All right, Elizabeth, let's give our listeners the quick and dirty version. What are the top 3 things they should remember from today's episode?
Firstly, diversify your greetings. Move beyond just "how are you" and incorporate phrases like "what have you been up to" or "how's your week been?"
Got it. Mix it up. Don't be a broken record.
Secondly, engage in observational small talk. Comment on shared experiences or neutral topics like the weather or current events. And remember to listen actively for cues.
Look around, find something to talk about, and actually listen to their answer. Don't just wait for your turn to talk.
And finally, master the graceful exit. Use polite closing statements like, "It was lovely chatting with you," or "I should probably let you get back to it," perhaps with a forward-looking remark.
So, don't just ghost people. Give them a nice, polite goodbye. This is actually super practical stuff, Elizabeth. I feel like I can actually use this tomorrow.
That's the objective, Johnny. to empower our listeners with practical, actionable strategies for real-world English communication. These skills are not merely linguistic, they are social.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of the English Commute. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Elizabeth. We hope you feel more confident to navigate those everyday conversations.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode with anyone who's tired of the "How are you" cul-de-sac.
And we'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, share your favorite new greeting or small talk phrase you'll be trying this week, or perhaps a challenging small talk situation you've encountered.
Until next time, keep commuting, keep learning, and keep those conversations flowing.
Goodbye for now, everyone.
See ya!